Okay, you know what I'm gonna make? Apple cider. And I'm gonna try to make like a spicy apple cider with cinnamon sticks, a little bit of clove, and a little bit of allspice. Now what I learned with this too is never use the powders in there because it makes it kind of mealy. It puts sediment in there, and it's better to just kind of not. Although I'm using this 100% pure pressed Honeycrisp apple juice, and it's been pasteurized, which is okay because some people say no, but most people say yes. It's better that way. It must be refrigerated after opening, but see, we're gonna make a hard cider out of it, so it doesn't really matter because it's going to ferment anyway. So you got 100% juice, nothing added, nothing artificial, never from concentrate, just simple, honest juice. And this is what I learned too, is to try to use something that is not concentrated, 100% juice. I've never used this this has all that sediment in it, but I'm gonna try it to see how it turns out. Then I also bought this Cider House Select Premium Cider Yeast, and it has the emulsifier, it has the yeast extract, vitamins, and trace minerals in it. And it has all the extra stuff in it for proteins for the yeast to keep on activating. And it usually takes about 3 weeks for this to finish. Okay.
Oh, hey.
What?
Alexa, turn on kitchen.
Oh, that would help. Oh, there you go.
Hi. Had to yell at her sometimes. Hey, you got green. Oh, that when in doubt, just whack it.
Just whack it. Oh, and so now before we do all this, and I'll be doing this as whatever happens. I have stuff like this, like a funnel. This is the bubbler, and this is the bung, the plug, goes into this like so. This goes into here. You fill it with the desired amount with water, and like that. So all of this stuff has to be sanitized before we can, even that jug, before we can use it. And you have to use this. It's a what does it say? Half packet per gallon of water. So I used about like that, and then it sanitizes all your stuff before you can use it. So we're gonna dump all this into this bucket, and let me open this up. Take everything apart. Everything in there. Let it soak for a couple minutes, and then I'll lay it out on some paper towels, and then we'll start the sanitizers. Okay. That sanitizer's slippery. Better not drop this. I'm just sanitizing the jug as well, because everything has to be sanitized. Sanitize. Make it good. All right. Now with this sanitizer, I let it drip dry for just a little bit, but you don't even have to rinse it or anything. You just actually take it, once most of the liquid gets out of there, put in your juice. The last thing you put in is your yeast. But first of all, I'm going to dump in these, a little bit of these right over here.
Is that drip dry already?
It's close enough.
Okay.
I'm going to put in 3 cinnamon sticks. That's all I've got in here. Anyway, or 2. Well, I got 2. Well, that'll work. 2 cinnamon sticks. So not 3, but 2.
Okay.
But you can do 3. That's what it usually calls for. But since I don't have that many, I'm doing that. Okay, so this is allspice. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to come out. You could probably put a orange peel. I think I'll do that too. Just go get an orange off the tree.
There was a whole bunch on the counter.
I know, I used them. And slice of orange to put in there. I mean, that might be good. Although
it's apple.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just leave it like this.
Yeah, you don't want that extra acidity, I don't think.
And I'm just putting like a teaspoon or so of clove in there. And you probably need a little bit more allspice. Probably about a teaspoon of allspice as well. Okay. I don't know how this is going to come out because I've never done this. So we're just... I'm winging it. Seeing how it does. There. Now, the next stage of the game, and I already opened this one. Shake it up. Is to pour the apple juice in there. And you can buy these kits. Show that over there, that box. I don't know if you can see it. The front. Oh, you can't see the front. I'll show you the front of the box in just a minute. You can buy those kits. I bought some different cider yeast though, because I wanted. But these are kits for this, and then I also have a beer kit that I'm doing. Probably, maybe even after this one. Not today, but in a few days. I'm gonna make some beer while I'm off because once again. My van's in the shop.
Oh no.
I know. So I guess 264 ounces make a gallon, huh?
It sure does.
Alright. Good, because that's all I bought. I mean, I could use regular apple juice, but...
It said no.
Well, you can. It just says that the taste isn't... In our experience with using the apple juice from concentrate is the flavor's not as good. Because what they do is they use water instead. See, this is all just fresh pressed. So this should be totally all contained in this. That's a lot. I don't know if I need all that. I'll go a little higher. Yeah, probably alright. I don't want too high because it'll bubble out.
Oh yeah, make a mess.
Makes it. Ooh, that smells good. That smells like apples. Yeah.
I wonder why.
That smells real good. That smells better than the
More like the smell thing.
apple juice that you buy with from concentrate. That smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
That smells like a fresh apple right there. So I guess that's the difference between crappy hard apple cider and good apple cider. So I think that's why my last batch or so just didn't come out tasting real good. So I used crappy apple cider. And I'm using about if I can get it here, about a teaspoon of yeast. That's really all you need. You can put more if you want, but that'll do it. And then I'm gonna take it here in just a second and let it soak for just a minute. And then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna shake it. And then I'll put I'll put the bung in there after I shake it.
Not the bung.
The bung. And then this
Put
is
it in my bung
this
hole.
is the what do you call this? It's for the carboy. It's for the
carboy.
it
Bubbler.
lets the I can't even remember the name, but it lets the pressure
Pressurizer.
out. And you put. So
I'll
you
say
have
it's a
this little-
pressurizer.
You have
Change
this
of
little
proof.
thing here goes in here,
Yeah.
and you fill it up to this line with water, and as the gases escape,
It's the gas
It just-
pressurizer.
it bubbles and it keeps it from getting it back into the back into your mix there. You don't want any oxygen in there or anything. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do a shake. Ugh.
Did you put a top on it?
I got my hand on it.
Oh, you're gonna make a mess. I'm just telling you.
Shake it up real good.
Shake it up, baby, now.
And that yeast incorporated.
Did you twist and shout, baby? No. Hey, there's floaties.
Sure is. That's
Oh,
the
you
yeast.
put out. No, it was
All
like
this?
cloves and stuff.
Oh,
I
there's
saw
clothes
black.
up there.
I
Yeah,
saw
but
black shit
yeah.
going around.
And all that little white stuff is the yeast. Okay, so here we go.
I don't like
Let's
floaties.
see how this goes. This is how easy it is to make cider. So I'll check on it about. Let me fill this up. Check on this about a week, and make sure that. That's all you do. I think I got a little bit too much water in there.
What are you doing? Why are you gonna do that? Why you
And
gotta
a
do
little
that?
bit above the fill line there.
Why you gotta do that?
This
Is
is
it
how you
bubbles?
keep the. It's an airlock. That's what you call it. I can remember.
That's not what I said, and I approved the change already. It's a pressurizer.
It's an airlock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
It's not.
And like what I was explaining was like as this, and by tomorrow this should be active. It should be going, and it'll start going bloop 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 bloop.
All right.
I'll see it bubbling. So what I'm gonna do with it is take it and put it in a corner. I think I'll cover it with a like I did last time, just to keep it warmer, because we're in the winter time here. Even though our house is about 65 degrees, 66, 67 degrees in here, which is probably okay for brewing.
Where's Papa going with that booze? It's not booze yet.
It's gonna be.
We're following him down the hall.
It's gonna be booze.
It's gonna be booze.
And I'm gonna stick it.
Hey, the bar is open.
I'm gonna stick it right back here in this corner, right there. And I'm going to cover it with a
Secret towel.
Not a paper towel, a towel.
An
a
invisible
paper towel.
cloak.
And yeah, and just wrap it up and let it sit, and then I'll check on it tomorrow.
All right.
There
See
you
you
go. So
then.
there we go. It's starting to bubble. Watch the cap there. It'll, oop, there it goes. Good sign. It's not vigorously going. It's just slightly going. You can see the bubbles coming up. Yeah. So cool. So I've got myself a little bit of a conundrum with my brewing process here. I'm just trying to think, do I need to bottle it? There's still little bubbles. It's only been a week, and it basically almost completely stopped. What I was thinking about doing, so I of course I sanitized stuff, and I was gonna bottle, then I thought, well, maybe I could rack it into another one of these and let it continue for another week. I don't know. It's cloudy because I used the cloudy apple juice, but I think what I'm gonna do is take a taste test of it, and I did not do one of those hydrometer readings, so I have no idea what it's going to be. So let's see. Yeah, so there's definitely some yeast in there still. So what I did is I just added some sugar, some priming sugar to it, and some honey. And I'm gonna let it go again because it started bubbling again. So I think it might be okay for a bit longer here. I'm gonna let it go. There's definitely some alcohol in it. All right, so I'm getting ready for the big pour here. Yes, it's still cloudy. I put some peptic enzyme in there, and it did, as you can see, there's a layer of white down there, which is the yeast, and then above that is some of the material for the organics from the apple juice. So it did clarify it a bit, but I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. And then I got about 8 bottles. I'm going to sterilize everything and then start the pour. So I've got 2 pots. I've got this one here that has the sterilizing powder in it, and I'm going to dump that into this big one. Now, the reason I sterilize this one is because I'm putting the apple juice, pouring the apple juice into this, and then I'm going to put the bottles in there and all the siphoning stuff into this liquid over here. So this one goes on the floor down below. And before I do that, I made up a mixture of like honey, water, and a little bit of bottling. What's it called? It's the bottling sugar. It's the bottling sugar that's going in there. So I'm going to take this, pour that into there because that was heated up and cooked a little bit. And then I'm going to sterilize the bottles. All right. So now I'm down like this because I got to put this siphon into my carboy here with the cider in it. I'm going to place this down on the floor right here and take this top off this. All right. And we're going to start siphoning it. And it's not going to make exactly a gallon, but that's why I only did 8 bottles. There it goes. All right, so there's the apple cider in here. There's the leftover sludge in the bottom. That's all the yeast and the gunk. And all those little black things and stuff. I put cinnamon sticks and all that in there. So I'm going to take this spoon right here. And I'm just going to, it's been sterilized, and I'm just going to stir this because I put that sugar in there. And that's what's going to carbonate the whole beautiful thing while it's in the bottles. So that should do it. Next step here is I'm going to take the bottles, place them down there on the floor, on the towel, and start the siphoning process. This makes a mess. All right, so I got it all bottled. Came up pretty good, and I actually tasted it, and surprisingly, it tastes quite good. I've made other ones that don't taste quite as delicious as this one, and it's got a fair amount of booze in it because I could feel it. So I got my bottle capper here, and I sterilized all the bottle caps. So you just, actually what you do is just stick this in here like that. Put that on top. And there we go. One bottled. I ended up with 10 of these. I know I had 8, and I thought I was going to only fill 8 because it's been that way before, but this one made 10. So now the next thing I'm going to do with these, as soon as I cap all these, I'll write, you know, the name of this wonderful cider on the top, and then I'm going to put it in the garage. I know it sounds weird, but right now it's cool enough, and so it'll sit there for another week and just do its thing. All right, there is the finished bottled product. It's spiced cider, and it has a nice flavor of cinnamon, clove, and allspice in it. And now it just has to sit and carbonate. And I can't wait to crack one open. All right, so I'm actually going to try. We've tried this, and if you watch our K-Bear Happy Hour show, you'll see that we tried the cider out. But this is now about 10 days or so.
After you bottled it?
After I bottled, after I bottled it. Was it 10 days? No, it's more than 10 days.
It's been like 3 weeks from start to finish, right?
Yeah, with the bottling though. So anyway, it's not real fizzy. It clarified a bit.
Let's see. See the fizz.
It's got some.
Fizz.
Not as fizzy as I wanted it to be, but
It's only been a couple weeks.
yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
There's no head on it, but it's a cider. It's not supposed to have a head,
It's
right?
cloudy, and a lot of that was from the apples.
So we
Those
tried
apple
this on the
juice.
show last week, right? And I said
We
I
did.
liked it,
Uh-huh.
and I thought it was going
I
to
can, you know,
get stronger, right? I wanted it to be stronger. Apple pie flavor.
Well, we'll never change that. You know,
Oh.
I think what you got is what you got on that. But if you look at it, you can actually see the bubbles coming up. So it does have bubbles effervescing on the glass. And
I see it.
yeah,
Okay.
so it does have bubbles.
Let's see if you like it, though. What does it smell like?
It smells like cider. It smells a little yeasty, but
That's what you said last week.
it does smell like cider. Yeah, for sure.
And you rebottled it to make it taste better. So let's see. That was a nice healthy swig, babe.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? First impressions?
I like it. I think.
You're hesitant.
Well, here's the thing. I just had a sweet drink, so you know, this is not as sweet. And I think what I did, which I could have fixed, is if you see what I did on the whole thing is.
Oh, it does have a fizz to it.
Yeah. What I wish I would have done was what I watched another guy do on an episode that he did, and he had the cloudy cider too, like this, but he added like a cup of sugar to his 1 gallon carboy, and I didn't do that because I didn't realize that this apple juice might not have had enough sugar in it to get that thing cranking. So
Okay.
it went on for about a week or so, and then it kind of petered out, and then I added some honey and some priming sugar to it, and it cranked it up a bit, and then I bottled it, but it never got. Yeah,
Sweet.
it just never did. So I'm thinking that, I mean, of course, there's the yeast in the bottom here. You can see all that.
So
stuff,
next
but
time,
Next time around, I'm going to add sugar.
Okay,
I
remember
think
that.
that's going to be some more food for the yeast.
All right, well, thanks for showing it.
Yeah, there you go. That was the whole cider experience, and there'll be more.
We'll see what the next batch
I'm just
brings.
telling you, there'll be more. Beer's next, though.
Okay, bye.
Bye.